what are the most popular businesses that are being started on BookingKoala? So first, the most popular is home cleaning. And the reason why home cleaning is the most important, because as you guys already know from the first video, I started in the home cleaning industry. So it was very easy to use my success story, my company, and market it to the public so that we could attract our, initial set of customers, right? Which in the home cleaning industry that maybe already had existing businesses or that wanted to start new businesses and follow kind of what I did and I accomplished, right? So that was very easy. So we used that case study to push it out there, and then that attracted our first initial users, which then, since that there was such a head start, a lot more people were, that had cleaning businesses became consultants later, then showed people how to start these businesses, and then, more and more home cleaning businesses joined. Then when we started marketing mobile detailing a little bit and poop scooping, then, it started to attract more of those customers. So then, after home cleaning, we had poop scooping, mobile detailing, window cleaning, pressure washing, carpet cleaning. So after home cleaning, I would say that these industries are pretty much tied, and they're very good industries. People are having success with them as well. So if you are not necessarily looking to do home cleaning, those other 5 industries are very good. After those, I would say there's gardening. So if you like to do gardening and that may be the industry for you, that's something that people are succeeding in. Mobile barber, which I think is a neat industry as well. If you don't want to go to a barber shop to get a haircut or get your hair done, you could book someone and they'll come to you. I think that's a neat one. So lawn care, which I think lawn care maybe is in this category or in the other one with the other 5 businesses that I've included. That one's very popular. Mobile pet grooming, which I think is a really cool industry. Okay. And all of these have pros and cons. Some things are better with certain industries than they are with others. So don't fall for the trick where somebody's trying to sell you on a specific industry, because I think there's so many different industries that have different pros, and then there's so many different industries that have different cons, and you just need to pick the one that you think you're going to want to go into and start that one. And I'll just give you one example. A lot of people say home cleaning is great because of the reoccurring revenue, but you could argue that pet grooming and barber is even better, because let's take pet grooming for example. Because when you have a pet, pets are very specific who they like, okay? And pet owners go crazy about their pets, right? So if a pet starts to like somebody, a groomer, for example, in this case, that groomer is the only person that's going to be servicing that dog for a very long time. So once you acquire that customer, you're going to have that customer for years, okay? They will not want to switch. It's the same for home cleaning, but it's 10x more so for the pet grooming industry, okay? And those that have pets, you probably already know that. I have a pet as well, and it's the same thing. Once the pet trusts somebody, you want to always make sure that you are pairing that pet with that person that they trust. And that's super powerful in the pet grooming industry, right? And then with the barber, it's the same thing, right? I've been going to the same barber for the past 14 years or so. And that's because once you build the trust with them, you don't want to break that trust. And now it's so much easier to gain referrals from such a customer that literally just keeps on going back and forth to the same person over and over and gives you that much trust, right? And in home cleaning, you'll still get those referrals, for example, but here it's going to be on a whole different level, right? Because it's just a whole different level of trust and connection that you're building with that same person in that industry. Those are just a couple things to think about. But on the downside, home cleaning, the tickets that you're charging customers might be much higher, right? To do a home cleaning job, it might be $200, $300, even more so if it's something like post-construction. And then for pet grooming or barber, it might be small ticket items where a haircut might be $20 or $25-$30 with the tip or something like that, right? And same thing for pet grooming. It might not be as frequent as getting a cleaning job done. It might be less frequent and it might cost much less, like $70 or $50 or something like that. So there's so many different pros for some businesses, and then there's different cons. So you just have to pick what you think is best. It doesn't even have to be out of this entire list. I just listed some of the more popular businesses that are being started on BookingKoala, but there's other ones that people are succeeding. Like one on top of my head that just came up is light installation, which is a very actually good business model. It's seasonal, but you make a lot of money during that season because it's a very high ticket item. I see people charging $2,000-$3,000 to go and hang lights and then take them down after winter, right? And it could be for Halloween, it could be for Christmas, it could be a whole different types of holidays. So it is a seasonal business, but you get to charge a lot of money for that one-time service. So there's different pros, there's different cons. Pick what you think is going to be best, whether you guys are, picking the ones that are most popular or starting off. This is just a list of what I see and what we see is the most popular. Take care.